6:15, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Dulmin Samarasinghe and read by Niranjan Abesundara. One student killed and 25 others injured in a train-bus accident at Talimana. Plantation companies that oppose the government decisions are to be taken to court. Attorney General files objections requesting to dismiss MP Ranjan Ramanayaka's petition. Swarna Mahal former directors arrested again. Sandhu Rasaya in Anuradhapura will be unveiled in November. In world news, funerals of slain Myanmar activists held as violence escalates. Sports news, organizers say the Olympic torch relay spectators must be masked and socially distanced. A 9-year-old student has died. 25 others have been injured in an accident on the railway crossing near Thalmana railway station. Police media spokesman D. Jadith Rohan has said 13 school students and 30 others have been inside the bus at the time of the accident. Hospital sources say that 2 of the injured are in critical condition. Police have arrested the driver and conductor of the bus. Coal Cabinet spokesman Minister Ramesh Patharan has said legal action will be taken against estate companies and employers who try to foil the attempts of the government to provide a daily wage of 1,000 rupees to the estate workers. Mr. Patharan was speaking at a media briefing in Colombo today. He said that all reports in connection with the Easter Sunday attack have been sent to the Attorney General Department. He further said Attorney General Department will file the court cases and the Parliament subcommittee which looked into the Easter Sunday attacks does not have the power to do so. He added Attorney General Department will take measures soon to file the cases. The Attorney General filed preliminary objection in the appeals court to dismiss the petition submitted by Mr. Ranjan Ramanayaka seeking a writ order preventing his parliamentary seat being abolished. The petition was called before the appeals court today. Additional Solicitor General Indika Devmani said that appeals court cannot grant the relief requested by the petitioner Ranjan Ramanayaka through a writ order. She said that a 7-judge bench of the Supreme Court had decided that a person found guilty of contempt of court cannot appeal. Meanwhile, the appeals court today extended the order given to the Secretary General of Parliament, informing him not to take any steps regarding the Parliament seat of Mr. Ranjan Ramanayaka until Thursday. Former directors of Swarna Mahal, Jeevaka, Asanka, Deepa and Naraka Edirasinghe have been rearrested. The CID took them into custody this afternoon according to advice given by the Attorney General to the IGP. They've been accused of money laundering. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The Sandhu Rasaya Stupa, which is being built at the Anuradhapura Sacred City, will be unveiled in November. Depositing of treasure items will take place on Madin Full Moon Poya Day, which falls on the 28th of this month. Defence Secretary Kamal Gunrapta said public can hand over treasure item to be deposited from the 20th to 27th of this month. The pinnacle Stupa will be displayed at temples island-wide for a 2-month for people to pay homage. The crystal gem, which will be placed on the pinnacle by entrepreneur Artisan Naka, will be handed over officially on the 28th of this month. People have been given the opportunity to take part in the event to deposit treasure items in the rectangle. The ceremony will be held according to health recommendations. Sandhu Rasaya is being built in recognition of the war heroes who sacrificed their lives and to the disabled soldiers for their commitment and dedication to end terrorism in the country. It is being built with monetary assistance from donors and financial labour contribution from the army. Sandhu Rasaya is only second to the height to the Ruanveli Rasaya in Anuradhapura. The complete Tripitaka has been noted on gold leaves inside the relic chamber. The Sri Lanka Postal Department for the first time has issued a digital stamp. The ceremony in this connection took place today under the patronage of Minister K.L. Nabakwala at the Media Ministry. A stamp valuing 25 rupees with a QR code was issued on the occasion. A new stamp valued at 5 rupees with special safety signs also issued. Deputy Postmaster General Radhika Ranasinghe said a second code has been inserted in the stamp. And that ends local news for now.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
All problems of the people who lost their property due to the Yarn oil project will be solved before the 31st of October. The decision was taken during a special meeting today at the Governor's office, which took place on the patronage of Eastern Province Governor Anuradha Yahampath. People presented their problem to the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa during the Gama Samagapirana program on the 27th of last month in the Goma Karanakura area. The President instructed to solve the problems soon by meeting under the patronage of the Governor. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
On to Watchlight. Sri Lanka will continue using AstraZeneca vaccines. Co-cabinet spokesperson Minister Ramesh Patrana told the weekly media briefing that some European countries had temporarily suspended one particular batch of AstraZeneca doses, but Sri Lanka has not received that batch. He therefore urged the public not to panic and believe false stories. That was Watchlight.
World News, brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Funerals for slain Myanmar activists held as violence escalates. Japan and US reaffirm alliance. Facebook is to pay News Corporation for content in Australia. The families of dozens of people killed in clashes between Myanmar security forces and anti-coup protesters prepare to hold funerals today after candlelit vigils overnight in defiance of a curfew. According to the advocacy group, the Assistance Association for Political Prisoners Security Forces shot dead at least 20 people yesterday, after 74 were killed a day earlier, including many in a suburb of Yangon where Chinese finance factories were torched. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin held a series of meetings in Tokyo today as a part of their very first overseas trip. The choice to travel to Tokyo underscored the weight the Biden administration is giving to Asian alliances. According to a document issued after the meeting, the two countries reaffirmed their commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific as well as to rules-based international order. Facebook has agreed to pay Rupert Murdoch's News Corporation Australia for journalism from its local mastheads. The deal was secured just weeks after Australia passed a controversial world-first law aimed at making tech platforms pay for news content. News Corporation has not disclosed the value of the 3-year contract in Australia. Last month, it clinched a global deal with Google. News Corporation Australia controls about 70% of the newspaper circulation in Australia. And back to the headlines of the world news. Funerals for slain Myanmar activists held as violence escalates. Japan and US reaffirm alliance. Facebook is to pay News Corporation for content in Australia. That was world news.
World News, brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
On to development news. Results from the 2021 edition of the Asia and Pacific Progress Report published today by the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific show that the region fell short of its 2020 milestones for the goals even before entering the global pandemic. It said the region must accelerate progress everywhere and urgently reverse its regressing trends on many of the goals and targets to achieve the ambitions of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. On to sports news, Olympic news. Tokyo Olympic organizers today unveiled COVID-19 countermeasures for the torch relay and reduced the number of participants and simplified the program for the marquee event to help prevent the spread of the coronavirus. Organizers said participants will need to be masked, socially distanced from each other and not cheer out loud. 101-day torch relay is set to begin on 25th of March from Fukushima, launching the build-up towards the start of the Games on 23rd of July. Sailing news. Team New Zealand move within one race win of a second successive America Cup triumph, but the hopes of sealing the match today disappeared when the race 10 was abandoned due to unfavourable wind off the coast of Auckland. After a short postponement, defender Team New Zealand won the 9th race by 30 seconds over Luna Rossa in a time of 25 minutes and 29 seconds to take a 6-3 lead in the best of 13 match. New Zealand will get the chance to win the Olmec Trophy when racing resumes tomorrow. That was Sports News.
Contributory deposit of ₹1,000 from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Savings account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
John Keel's Holdings has confirmed its involvement in the development of the West Container Terminal and announced that a concession agreement to carry forward the project is expected to due course. Announcing for the first time its role in the development of the terminal at the Port of Colombo, in filing to Colombo Stock Exchange, John Keel's Holdings stated that preliminary commitment has been put forward by the government. That was Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
Contributory deposit of ₹1,000 from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Savings account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news. Courtesy of...
Congratulations on your promotion. When will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Sri Lanka's industrial production added gains in January, with wearing apparel making a comeback after a decline in December 2020. The index of industrial production added 0.2% gain in January 2021. What is notable is the index performance in January, where the gain made by the wearing apparels made the sub-index out of 7, which logged a robust gain of 5.3%. That was economic news.
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
No, Amma. We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
Oh, really? How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy. She might be feeling very uncomfortable. The airport must be heavily crowded because it's a season.
Amma, calm down. Everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge. There's nothing to worry.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And on to the weather. Met Department says showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the Sabaragamu and Western Provinces and the Galle and Madra and Kandy districts during the evening or night. Light showers will occur in the Uva province and in the Batikalo and Ampara districts. Misty conditions can be expected some places in the central, Sabaragamu, Uva and Western provinces during the morning tomorrow. And back to the headlines of the news. 1 student killed and 25 others injured in a train-bus accident at Talamana. Plantation companies that oppose the government decisions are to be taken to court. Attorney General files objections requesting to dismiss MP Ranjan Ramanayaka's petition. Swarna Mahal former directors arrested again. Sandhu Risa and Nana Harapura will be unveiled in November. In world news, funerals for slain Myanmar activists held as violence escalates. Sports news, organizers say Olympic torch relay spectators must be masked and socially distanced. That in the news, and back to your friend in mind, Victor Raj, keep entertained this Tuesday evening. Back to you, Victor.